Christina has gone into hypovolemic shock, is in fetal distress, and the placenta is separating from the uterus, which is the baby's lifeline. We're taking her to the OR for an emergency C-section.
I'm innocent.
You better hope that Christina and her baby make it alive, or you're going to be facing 2 murder charges, and that's if you make it that far. David Jerome, you're under arrest.
About the source of the money that Sonny gives to me or any other investment, I will ask those questions.
Ava isn't a saint.
Why are so many people upset with TJ? Why do you think he's wrong? He has every right to be upset. He is the father of that baby. Christina made a promise to Molly and TJ. This isn't about a car, house, or any material possession. It's about a child they wanted to raise. Christina begged them to let her be the surrogate and made them believe they would have this child. Now she's saying she wants to be the mother. How are TJ and Molly supposed to react? Alexis knows TJ is right. She loves both her daughters and doesn't want to choose sides, but she's stuck in the middle of this conflict. TJ is correct that Alexis will lose one of them if Christina doesn't keep her word. I'm telling you, Christina might end up needing a hysterectomy to save her life, preventing her from having more children, which might drive her to really want to keep the baby. Ava didn't push Christina. Christina tripped while moving backward over Kate's baggage. She lost her momentum and fell backward out the window into the pool. Ava should have left the bag alone. However, someone might have taken a picture of the struggle before Christina stumbled backward out the window. We'll see what happens next week. While Ava didn't push Christina, she did grab her arm. Christina reacted by pulling her arm back and lost her balance. Ava was foolish to close the curtains afterward. Whoever Sonny has taking pictures will show them to Brick, who will then show them to Sonny, and all hell will break loose. Ava, you messed up. I'm so sick of unstable Christina. They should never have let her talk them into allowing her to be a surrogate because she is too unstable and has only been in a relationship with Blaze for a short time. She should not be the mother of the baby she promised to Molly and TJ. Her character is really boring anyway. Ava grabbed Christina's arm, causing her to trip over the bag and fall out of the window. Ava did this because Christina hit 2 nerves. Christina threatened to tell everyone that Ava switched Morgan's meds, and that Ava killed Connie, both of which are true. TJ and Molly need to grow up. The way TJ spoke to Alexis today, expecting her to choose between her kids. Alexis warned them, but they wouldn't listen. The best thing for her to do is stay out of it. I wouldn't have been so nice to TJ if he spoke to me like that. Why did Ava move the crime scene? It was an accident, but she made it even worse and unbelievable with her story. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Am I the only one thinking that the first surrogate never miscarried? TJ and Molly might discover this while they are fighting Christina for the baby she is carrying. Just a thought. I hope and pray that Christina and the baby survive, but I have a gut feeling the baby may not survive the emergency C-section. I hope Ava goes down for this. I can't wait for Sonny to see the pictures of Ava grabbing Christina. I believe Brick is taking the pictures, but I could be wrong. Gio and Joss did a good job helping each other and Christina. I'm glad a witness told Dant who they saw in the window after Christina fell. I believe the witness was Trina because she saw Ava in the window. Avery shouldn't be with either Ava or Sonny because neither of them are in the right mindset. I think Avery should be with Carly. Carly loves Avery, and Avery loves Mama Carly. Carly and Donna are really close as sisters, so that would be a win-win situation. They will have to do an emergency hysterectomy, so now her only child will be this baby. Cue the custody battle that will be dragged on for the next 6 months. I wonder where Carly and Olivia were. You'd think that if there were an emergency at your business, you would be there. I'm so sick of this storyline. I've been hoping she would somehow lose the baby. This is a perfect out, and we can sweep it under the rug and never speak of it again. It was a sad moment when Christina told Joss she wants her mom and dad just before losing consciousness again. It was like she felt she was dying. Then the embrace between Sonny and Alexis. Wow. There have been some really good moments in the last 2 days. The first was the look Blaze gave her mom as her mom sat down at the table yesterday. The second was the look Dante gave Ava when she opened the door today. So much was said in those looks without the actors ever saying a word. Good job. Also, big surprise with Christina going out the window. I thought it would have been Ava. Christina's fall grabbed me. Kudos, writers. I'm with Alexis. She told Molly and TJ that something like this could happen, and now he wants her to pick a side. Ava is the true definition of dirty work. Always lying and plotting. Instead of showing contrition, she's trying to figure out a way to get out of it, instead of just admitting it was an accident. Oh well, I'm here for all of it, especially once Sonny and Alexis get all the details. I can't wait to see Sonny finally take care of Ava like he threatened to do once Avery was born. My only gripe is, did they really need to replay Christina's fall that much? Ava's stupid if she hasn't learned by now that Dante can tell when someone's lying to him from a mile away. I had a feeling Christina and the baby were going to die, and they both still could, but I think Christina will survive while the baby will not. TJ needs to grow up and stop running to Alexis to fix things. Alexis told them from day one that they should handle this legally. They chose not to listen, so now they have to be adults and deal with their choices on their own. Ava dug her own grave by lying and tampering with the evidence at the crime scene. Any chance of proving that Christina had an accident is gone. Once Brick hands over the photos showing Ava with her hands on Christina, the final nail in her coffin will be in. I think Trina needs to have a different love interest. I say TJ, even though he's older. Constantly trying to pair her with another young guy isn't working. I understand TJ's frustration and his points are valid, but I hate how disrespectful he was to Alexis. She didn't deserve that. She's in a no-win situation. Ava doesn't even know her story won't hold up. Pics are going to prove a lot. This is karma. I hope Christina and the baby are okay. TJ has really been on my nerves lately. Ava's relationship with Trina might be ruined. I actually love their relationship. Today was a great episode. I'm glad I got to see the ending. Mine didn't record it. I can't wait till Monday. TJ looks more mad than concerned. He is starting to get on my nerves, and he's going to blame Christina for going to see Ava. There was no ending. We have to wait till Monday. The only thing you did was make TJ more paranoid than he already is. Christina has the right to have a say on the baby. Number one, because this is a soap opera, and no one can stay together forever. Hashtag to this way, her sister could still see and be around the baby at all times. TJ couldn't run off with it. I already know what's going to happen. Christina is going to make it through surgery, but come out not knowing who she is or who the baby belongs to other than her. Powerful scenes. I hope Ava gets locked up for a long time. It was her fault for what happened to Christina. TJ is scary, and after the garbage he pulled with Alexis, he is unfit to be a father. I really hope the baby does not survive and this ridiculous storyline comes to an end. Ava screwed herself by staging the scene in her room. Dante needs to have the crime scene crew dust for fingerprints on the ice bucket and pitcher. Hiding Kate's bag was not a good idea. She should have called 911 immediately. Dante actually surmised the situation very well. Oh, the drama. Does anyone think the first young lady TJ and Molly hired to be the surrogate will suddenly appear one day with the baby? She wasn't on for very long. This could be something the writers pull out of their hat. Did I miss something where Christina said she was keeping the baby? I know about the Perez Hilton thing, but other than that, did she actually tell Molly and TJ she was keeping the baby? TJ was just off the charts ridiculous today, and hopefully the glimpse of next week is misleading, and TJ isn't really going to blame Christina for what happened. Everyone is so down on Ava. But what about Sonny and everything he has done? When will he pay? Everyone acts like Sonny is such a great father, but all he does is use his young girls as weapons to control their mothers. That is exactly what he has done to Ava all these years. Anytime she doesn't fall in line with what Sonny wants, he takes her daughter away. Ava was doing everything she could, even playing dirty if she had to get her daughter. Sonny would be doing the same thing. Go Ava. People jump from higher dives, and nobody touched her, so why is she in such critical condition? And the baby is in her womb, and she literally drove him to the water. It's almost silly. I haven't seen it in a while. Let me guess, she's hurt. It's all her fault? TJ and Molly are going to be there to tell her that, and then go spread their whining to the entire town. They have made TJ just a big baby. I used to like him. I said it earlier, and I'd like anyone brave enough to try it to do so. Step outside of yourself, consider the surrogate situation, and imagine if it were you and your husband/partner, and all you want is to become parents. The one close to you is now wanting to back out because she's felt the flutters and movements. What would you do? Break your sister's heart or your own? My word is my bond, and I see Molly and TJ acting as humans would when that bond is being broken. Just my opinion. I hope I didn't offend anyone. That's not my intention at all. Ava made herself look more guilty. It took Dante and Chase too long to move from the pool area to Ava's room. It was pretty clear which room she fell from, even if they didn't know whose room it was. They should have secured that room immediately. Dante arrested Ava for 3 reasons. Firstly, her story didn't make sense. Secondly, to ensure she doesn't leave town. And thirdly, to keep her away from Sonny, who's likely to go after her when he finds out. Oh, Ava, you really did it this time. Even if it was an accident, you're in deep trouble. Molly and TJ were warned about what's happening. They knew that Molly didn't have rights to the baby until Christina signed over parental rights. Those papers should have been signed before conception. This isn't just a soap opera plot. It happens in real life too. That episode wasn't thought through very well. First off, no hotel has a backboard in an ambulance, and you can't go in the water like that in a real situation. Any slight movement in the water can do serious harm or possibly kill the patient. I get it's just TV, but they need to think things through better for these scenes. Christina is a volcano when she's angry. It was a bad idea to have her as a surrogate. It was clear something would go wrong. She also wants the baby for herself. She's clearly unstable, and it's irritating to watch. Now the writers have Ava tampering with the scene, and we can predict the storyline from this point on. If the baby survives, we know the storyline between Christina, Molly, and TJ will be boring and redundant. That was confusing and disturbing. Why would you put a pregnant woman through such an ordeal? It's cruel and sickening. I can't feel sorry for Christina. If she loses the baby, it's her fault. She should have been home taking care of herself and her baby instead of causing trouble. Her mental state is clearly unstable, and someone needs to intervene. I'm glad this isn't real. It's too fake and crazy. Trina isn't very loyal to her friends and always seems to cause trouble. I miss her and the girl who had the baby. Ava is a good actress and didn't do anything wrong. Stop yelling at her just because she's related to Sonny. Ava will make it through this. Ava's attempt to evade arrest was absolutely hilarious. Christina tripping over shoes? Really? Regardless of the outcome with the baby, whether it's a bit of time in the NICU or a tragic loss, T will flip out, arguing that they shouldn't have chosen Christina because she didn't view herself as a fragile porcelain doll. Seriously, that's how he sounds. He won't care if Christina dies. If she and the baby recover, I'm willing to bet he'll seek a restraining order. He sounded like he'd prefer if Alexis held a gun to Christina's head to force her to sign the papers. I believe, as a lawyer, Alexis would face a conflict of interest. Even if she didn't, it's a way to split a family, but no, she should think Molly is more important. Alexis should have slapped him. Firstly, Dante should not be questioning Ava at all. In the real world, he'd be removed from the case. His actions are exactly why I can't stand Ava. She's a self-indulgent narcissist. Every time she accuses Sonny of being unhinged, it makes my blood boil. She's partly to blame. She may not have pushed Christina, but she's responsible. It doesn't matter if Christina is in a coma. Photos will prove Christina didn't attack her. Since Ava wants to blame Christina, it would be fitting if those photos were doctored to make it look like she pushed Christina. Then she'd really be in trouble. The handling of the crime scene was ridiculous. Forensics should have been all over that apartment. Dante even picked up the shoe, which is tampering with evidence. I know it's a soap, but come on, this insults our intelligence. Ava should never have moved evidence from the crime scene. Christina didn't trip over a pair of shoes. She tripped over Kate's baggage. Ava should have told the truth, but now she's made things worse. I loved it when Dante arrested her. Oh man, just wait until Sonny and Alexis find out. Ava Jerome is in a world of trouble. Jocelyn should have turned Christina over ASAP. She took her sweet time and didn't try to pump water out of her lungs, despite supposedly being trained in CPR and emergency aid for drowning. Also, Brooklyn's outfit was hideous, and so was her mother Lois's. And seriously, was no one but Trina aware of Ava's presence? I understand focusing on the person who fell, but I would have looked up several times as well. Come on, writers, GH doesn't have an ignorant audience. TJ is definitely being a jerk right now, and the way he's acting is frustrating. And Trina's wardrobe choices have been questionable, especially those shoes and the hot wig. It's a bit off-putting when her outfits don't fit her character's style. As for Ava, she definitely seems to be in a heap of trouble. Her actions have made things worse, and it's hard to see how she'll get out of this one. Regarding the speculation about Christina and the baby, if it comes down to a decision where only one can be saved, it would indeed likely fall to Alexis and Sonny to make that call. TJ could try to influence things, but he might not have much say in the end. It would put Molly in an incredibly tough position. The Blaze and ambulance situation was baffling. It seemed like an odd decision to not let Blaze ride while Jocelyn did. If Christina and the baby both survive, it's plausible Christina could face significant medical issues, like needing a hysterectomy. This would set up a dramatic custody battle. Rick could end up representing Molly and Alexis in the fight against Christina, making for some intense courtroom drama. It does seem like Trina's character is in a bit of limbo right now. The recent writing choices, like diminishing her relationships outside of her friendship with Jocelyn and sidelining her interactions with her mother, could suggest a couple of things. Your theory that they might be isolating her to potentially write her off or shift her storyline significantly isn't out of the realm of possibility. The way they've handled Trina's connections, especially her bond with Ava, does seem to be intentionally creating distance. This shift could be part of a broader plan, whether it's to reposition her character or set up a major change. The dismantling of her relationships with Ava and her mother might be part of a strategy to refocus her character's story or align her more closely with Jocelyn, but it's definitely disappointing if it means sidelining the Ashford/Robinson family dynamic. Trina's initial appeal to many fans was her strong connections and moral compass, so losing those elements could impact how viewers engage with her. As for the romance angle, it does feel like the show has been trying to balance various storylines. If the Spencer/Trina romance isn't working out, it makes sense that they might explore other avenues, though the recent attempt to pair her with Gio hasn't been well received by some fans. Your point about Trina's moral character also makes sense. It's true that her belief in redemption could lead her to have reservations about Ava's recent actions. It's entirely possible that Trina might still hold on to hope for Ava's redemption, even if it means visiting her in prison or trying to help in some way. Ultimately, it sounds like the writers are experimenting with different directions for Trina. and it remains to be seen how they'll resolve her current storyline and relationships. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.